Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Figured I'd pop on here real quick and do another, I guess we're calling them prepper hacks, if you want to call it that. I did one a couple days ago that I thought was very informative, and I got some good feedback from you guys on the importance of water and what water means. And I put some numbers on it where people can physically give it a life of its own, where they can appreciate the value of water and what it takes to have a supply of water to survive for just a short period of time. Also, I wanted to do something real quick today on a very simple product. One of the first things that you as preppers buy and you put up for long-term storage, and but I want to put numbers to it where people can step back and look at it and go, wow, and really make it make sense. I grew up on a farm. I grew up in North Carolina on a farm, basically, and I had rice and beans at least once a day, sometimes for lunch and dinner. Rice and beans was just, it was part of my staple growing up. To this day, I still eat a lot of rice and beans. My family of three here, we go through easily upwards of 4 pounds a week sometimes in rice. It's a staple. I mean, it's cheap, it's filling. It's rice and beans is one of our main meals that we eat on a regular basis. So we buy a lot of rice. And when I first started prepping, stockpiling food, when I started getting the rice, and then I did the math and I realized, oh my God, even people that don't prep should be stockpiling rice and buying rice in bulk. And just to give you some numbers on it, we used to always get well, at least here, up until 3 or 4 years ago when I started buying it in bulk, for the last decade or so, we'd always get the success rice, the boil in the bag rice. Comes in a little box, got 5 or 6 packets on the inside. You just submerge it in water and throw it in the microwave for 10 minutes and boom, it's done. So we used to always get those. And a 2-pound box of the success rice, which means it's got 6 of those individual serving bags in there, is $4.26 right now at Walmart for 2 pounds. That comes out to $2.13 per pound of rice, okay? At the same Walmart, you can go on the same aisle and just look down at the bottom shelf, and you can get you a big-ass 20-pound bag of rice for $8.48 today, right now. That's the price where I am. I know this for a fact because I bought 100 pounds of it yesterday. Actually, a little bit more than 100 pounds. So you're getting 20 pounds for $8.48. That comes out to 42 cents a pound versus $2.13 a pound. Are you following me here? And now if your family does, say, 3 pounds per week, like mine does on average, for 52 weeks, that's 156 pounds of rice you're going to need for your family for 1 year. A 1-year supply of rice in the boil in the bag success rice will cost you $332 for the 1 year. Now, if you buy it in bulk in the 20-pound bags of rice, you're only going to spend $65.50 for an entire year's supply of rice. That's a savings of $266.50, okay? You can theoretically go to your Walmart tomorrow and pick up, 5, 6, basically it'll be 7, almost 8 bags of that rice for $65. And you don't have to buy rice the rest of the year. And if you don't eat as much rice as we do, I mean, obviously you could store less, or you could store more, you could store the same amount, but you're going to have rice for the entire year. You can, boom, your rice is covered for a year, then you can focus on beans, or you can split it up. You could get, say, 50 or 60 pounds of rice. It comes in 20-pound bags, so say 40 or even 60 pounds of rice. And you can, on the same aisle, take 3 steps to the left, and you can get you 10, 15, 20 pounds of a variety of different dried beans. They store pretty much the same way as the rice. They're very easy to store. They last forever. Just keep them dry and and out of the sunlight, and they'll stay for a long time. When you buy the rice and the beans, obviously freeze it for 3 days before you put it up or before you store it. You want to kill all the little bugs in the eggs, but you're saving $266. You're only spending $65 versus $332 over the year. Do the math. The same thing works for beans. The same thing works for anything else that you're buying in bulk that you're putting up. You're saving a crap load of money. Now, granted, you're spending more than you normally would up front, but after a couple of months, you start to see that every time you go to the grocery store, you're spending less than you normally were, but you're still buying more preps, and all of a sudden it just blows up and you've got this insane amount of food put away. But I just wanted to put some stress on rice and show you how much money you can save. I mean, if you're literally to the point to where you say, okay, I spend $332 a year on rice. Now shift it to buying the bulk rice, and if you get it in 50-pound bags, you're even saving more money. But I just use the 20-pound bags. I just use the 20-pound bags because they're right there by me and they're easy to move around, easy to handle. But you spent $65.50 on the rice. Now you got $266 that you normally would have spent on rice. You can turn around and spend that on something else, like beans, canned meat, other preps, things like that. That's how, if you want to start prepping and you're starting from nothing and you want to make positive steps in the correct direction, do it in bulk. You're saving money that you can turn around and put into something else. Instead of going in there and buying 1-pound bags of rice every other day or twice a week, and the 1-pound bag of beans. No, get the 10-pound bags of beans, the 8-9-pound bags of beans. Get them in bulk. You're basically by doing rice this way. I mean, you got 60-70% of it for free. I mean, basically it's like, hey, buy 40 pounds of rice and we're going to give you the other 60 pounds for free. I mean, it's basically what's happening here. I mean, do the math. The numbers don't lie. So I wanted to put some stress on rice and explain to people, I mean, if all you can afford to do is get it 1-pound bag at a time, that's great. What I would suggest you do is maybe don't buy rice for a couple of weeks and save up that 10 or $15 that you were going to spend on rice throughout those couple of weeks, and go get you a 20-pound bag for $8.48. I mean, you can't not do it that way. It just doesn't make sense doing it the other way. It's monetarily not possible. Use a stimulus check and go out and put a serious dent in your food storage. It will help a lot. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you appreciate the video. Like, subscribe, comment. Appreciate it.